Hey guys, welcome. Don't starve together. I have a Steam controller. It finally works, but I have not set it up yet. Um, I need to make a control scheme for Don't Starve Together, which I have not done because it takes a while. I don't know if you guys would want to watch me experiment. Today, what's happening is we finally got every stone face piece. Stone, what is it called? Shadow pieces. We finally got all of them. Or beefalo. I have to use it like that. I have to. Unfortunately, the beefalo must be used that way. You see what I added to the drawing? I have not. I have not seen it. I'm gonna look at it later, but my gosh, look at all this manure. It's not. We're not gonna. We need like 6 more people. I don't know. Let me see. Is that Roxy? You need to add You need to add what's it called? I don't know. I don't have that many people that I had with me. Wilton in your hand. Magi luminescence and nightmare fuel. Chat, it's very thundery outside. It is very, very thunderous outside. I did not want to even be streaming right now because I'm scared that my power's gonna go out. Old bones, yeah. I'm scared my power's gonna go out. Sam from Death Stranding? Yes, add Sam. It was you who saved me, sir, again and again. Dead man. I love Dead man. Oh. I'm like all looking for a light source. I have a magi. I don't need a light sources. Banana drink. Okay. Let's make some more pierogies because I need to use up the stuff in my refrigerator. It is indeed going stale. Anyways, so chat, finally I have a Steam controller in my possession because I was so pissed off with what happened. Um, you know, they sent it to me, right? And then the first thing I noticed is the box is unsealed. The box was unsealed on my first package, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But I didn't think nothing of it, right? I didn't think anything of it. Then I open it, and everything's going great. I'm playing with it, and then I noticed that I can't press back. I can't press back. My B button was broken. And then I was like, motherfucker. I was so distraught. I felt like my mother had died again. Can you leave it be, guys? I need more vegetables. When is the new moon gonna be? I don't even know, because it tells you the full moon, but it doesn't tell you the new moon. I think it's gonna be on day 75 or something. I'm really grateful for this, pick a bunch of these. We need vegetables. We need meat too, but you know. This is what we do. We're waiting. We just mine. Imagine making eggs into egg jerky. Look at all this food we have. So much food. We'll never run out of food. Ever. I'm getting a lot more stone fruit than I wanted. I wanted rocks. Bruh. I forgot I had a piggyback. I honestly forgot because I haven't been wearing it. But why would I? Because, I have my Magi Luminescence. All we're doing right now is prep work. We're doing prep work for the boss fight. We need... I need blue mushrooms, that's what I need. Alright. Let me go pick some blue mushrooms. My trusty steed, let's go. Into the... Whoops. I need a lantern. Steam one has gyro, right? Yes, it does. It has the gyro controls, which I have been using in games that are shooty games, like Cyberpunk. You can map it to the mouse, and then you can, you know, have gyro input to correct your shooting. If you do Majora's Mask 3D, it has gyro. Yes, I know, it has gyro. Unfortunately, I have not found a way to map it. Whenever I'm trying to do the mapping for the gyro on Citra, on RetroArch, I have not found a way to map it. I'm gonna do Majora's Mask 3D playthrough, but I still have to set it up. There's one thing I'm missing. I need to figure out how to make the game, except like 3DS, what's it called? So you know, like when maybe someone makes a video about it? Maybe. That's true, I need to check. But I need to see how to get the emulator to let me type my own name into the save files, because right now all it does is say Citra, because I don't have any... I think it's because I don't have the system files from a 3DS, which I need to find. And then once I get those, the game will actually, like, let me type in a name. Because that's what Citra does, it has like a default name, and then it just like forces you to use that. It should be in settings. Really? I guess my dad isn't. I need to take the cat to the vet. I think it's got worms. I don't know from what. Yeah, disgusting rat or something. These cats. We need to fight this guy. We haven't fought him. That's what we need to do. I gotta wait till nighttime till these sprout. Should be in settings of Citra. Did they sprout yet? Nope. Okay. I'm looking for the files. Nope, they still haven't sprouted. starve. Still haven't sprouted. Full of emptiness. Oh, she's already hungry? She sprouted, okay. Now I can grab them. Why are you AFKing? Because I'm waiting for the blue mushrooms to come out. I was waiting for them. He wasted like 10 hunger. Are you saying that I'm playing the game inefficiently? I'm known for that. I'm known for playing the game inefficiently, I guess. I didn't know there was a community of people who knew me for being bad at Don't Starve Together. I didn't know that was a thing. There's a whole community of people who know me because I'm shit at this game. True. No, they all went down. Okay. Gonna have to chop one down. Dave, let me back on. Good boy, Dave. How are you doing lately? I'm doing okay, I guess. I don't know. The semester's over for college, so I have time to stream. But not really, because I have work as well still, and then, you know, sometimes my family asks me to do stuff that takes like all day. I got my Steam controller, as I said. Best purchase I've ever made. I love this controller. It's so cool. I love the layout, even though people were like, "Oh, it's weird." No, I like weird controllers. It's like my favorite thing is weird controllers. Let's see if I can't kill this guy to get some gears. Oh shit. Where's her flower? I don't have her flower. I need Abby's flower to pour it on. Can I just pour it on her? Nope, I need to pour it on the flower. I forgot to bring the flower with me. Oh shit, there's two of them. Oh my god, Abby! I can't control her, I don't have the flower. I'm getting stun locked. Oh my god, Abby, you flippin' weirdo. Run, Abby, run! Don't let them catch you. Alright, we got some gears. A lot of marble that I can't use, but a lot of hog legs. Yeah, I don't think I need the rocks. I don't need my mirror right now. Are they fighting the frogs now? Oh my god. Thanks to the meat, I guess. We just watched a whole fucking war unfold. Yo, where's backpack? I don't use backpack. I don't use backpack. No backpack. I use Magi Luminescence. No backpack. To be honest, I need a pick/axe. I don't know why I don't have one. I envy your escape. What do you need Magi for? I don't know. I just thought it would be cool to have one. Have you played the WX skill tree? No, I haven't. I said I did, but I lied. I have not played Don't Starve Together in a while. Guys, I've been busy. I can play it now, but before I wasn't playing it. I was busy. Yes, make me lots of eggs. Delicious eggs. All right. A whole bunch of cooked vegetables. Riveting. He just hates ratatouille, I guess. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Have you seen the new Don't Starve trailer? Yes, I have the Don't Starve Elsewhere. Honestly, the coolest thing I've seen Clay reveal. What else can I do? Can't really do nothing else. Except for maybe pick more stone fruits. I thought the hound waves would be worse. But I guess not. Let's... Oh. Oh, come on. I was really excited for Don't Starve Elsewhere. My favorite thing that we're gonna have is jumping. Every time I think of like something in 3D, I think of I don't know if you guys have seen Vikings, but there's a, you know, the Jarl of the of the camp. He's like, I need new hands, and then the guy, he's like, prosthesis in 3 dimensions, and it's like a fucking claw hand. Don't Starve is finally playable. Yes, we're gonna have new, like, stuff. Oh, the only thing I wish is if I could examine it from up here. So chat, I actually learned a new thing that you can do with Abigail. So if I summon her, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So, do you see that animal track on the floor? If I tell her to haunt it, look what happens. She uncovers it. So now I don't have to get off of my beefalo to check these. I can just get her to haunt them. Now I can stay on top of my beefalo and not have to dismount and mount up. Gameplay potential. I'm excited for that. When I discovered this, I was like, what? Because, to be honest, I had not tried haunting animal tracks. But now it's like the best thing ever. Now I can stay on my beefalo while she uncovers the tracks. Can ghost players do that too? Yes. This is why Abigail can do this. It's a ghost player thing. Wait, does that mean you can summon spider queens with that shit? Yes. That's exactly what it means. There it is. It's brilliant. I love it. I had never seen that, and now I can see it. So you got to emulator, configure, system, and there should be username. Really? Really? I'm gonna open RetroArch right now, and I'm gonna do that just to see. Oh, by the way, guys, you want to hear what noise this controller makes when I turn it on? It goes bloop. Let's see. Load core, etc. Did you just snap or something? Did your back just snap or something? When you drop it, it screams. I haven't been able to get it to do that. I have not been able to get it to do that. Let's see. Core options. System? Save game location. Okay, look. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at right now. Okay. This is what I'm looking at right now. I don't know what option that's here. But yeah, it just says Citra. The game does work though, because chat, I did get the what is it called? The HD texture pack. So this game has an HD texture pack now. Look at that. Link has never looked so good. It's really cool. So I got the mods in. That way you can watch high quality gameplay. The only downside is, of course, that there's no mod to like make the game playable only on one screen. So every now and then I still have to switch screens. So like to look at my inventory, I have to check. I have to go down here and see stuff. Oh shit! Like that. I could have to switch screens, but it's not that weird. I did it on regular Citra and it was outside game. Can't you have it in the corner? I can, but I don't like that. Look, because I can do... Let me see. I can do... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can do this, but then you guys can't see that. Like I have the map and stuff in the corner so I can look at it. I just didn't like how that looked. Hidden. Yeah, it is hidden. Looks pretty good though. Anyways, let's not play a different game while I'm trying to play Don't Starve. 'Cause I was playing Don't Starve a minute ago. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, okay, there we go. The fuck happened? Now the control the controller's acting up. Hold on. There we go. Bad and naughty controller deserves to be thrown. I'm trying to turn it off. It's because sometimes the Steam cord buttons don't work. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. There we go. Like I use it, and then sometimes the Steam cord buttons don't work. Like I'm trying to press Steam and Y to like turn off the controller. It doesn't work. I don't know. Back on. Okay. Anyways, deserve to be thrown. I wonder who is Neutrophil. Like, first, I want to know what that name even means, Neutrophil. Yeah, I couldn't get the controller to do the when you drop it. I tried. I don't want to break it though. You know. I don't know exactly how it calculates when it's gonna do it. It's rare too. They coded it to be like kind of rare. I'm gonna get more twigs. I wanted to configure the controller to work with Don't Starve Together, apart from just being a controller, because the default controls for a controller suck in this game. But what I was gonna do was I don't even know why I bother have it plugged in. It's because I have it plugged into the charger. It's already fully charged. This controller has like 50 billion hour battery life, something like that. What I want to do is 3D print a dock for it, just to have it like standing up on the desk. A lot of people say that this controller is not meant for like normal people playing normal games, and I disagree though, because it works. It works really well. I think the people who say it's like especially made for like couch play are not being creative enough with how much shit you can do with it. And also not as dedicated to go through every game and put them in Steam input. Like me, because I am that crazy to do that. I would, because, I don't know, I paid for it, I want to use it. So, I am one of the people crazy enough to make, like, a bunch of, Steam input thingies for every game. Sometimes you have to get creative, though. With Death Stranding, when I made the gyro, I had to map one of the buttons to toggle, to not toggle it, but to hold it so I could do it. Because when you mix inputs in that game, it doesn't really work well. And that game doesn't have native support for gyro aim anyways, which is really weird. I thought it would, but it doesn't. They never added it. They added it with Death Stranding 2, but not Death Stranding 1 for some reason. Look at all this delectable meat we have. I would have preferred the ears. We are almost certainly going to be fighting the shadow pieces in a while. In a couple of days. I forgot I had the moon dial. That's so cool. I just remembered I can make a marble seed. Marble bean. Speaking of beans, I'm fucking hungry. In real life, not in Don't Starve. I have yet to eat breakfast. I just woke up, actually, chat. Did you brush your teeth or just hopped on Don't Starve right away? I did indeed wake up, realize that it was 11 already and I needed to stream, and started the stream. I did not do anything to get ready this morning. My hair is actually still tangled. Woke up in a picture frame. It's my own day every day. I woke up and I was like, shit, I forgot to stream. Because it was already 11. And I was like, usually I stream at 10:30 a.m. And I stream early for you guys because you guys are my only live stream viewers, but you guys are European, so I have to stream early in the morning. What the fuck is that noise? Oh shit, it's Berger. Burger is here. Burger is coming. Okay, Abigail, you can stop now. What the fuck is that noise? Uh-oh. Did I anger the Spider Queen? That's not good. The koala fence right there, I can hear it. There it is. Jesus Christ. Okay. Are you trying the Steam controller? I'm going to. I want to. What controller am I using? I'm not using any controller right now. I'm on mouse and keyboard. Okay, look. This is what happens when I use a Steam controller. I'm going to use it. And then... Alright. So I have the controller on right now. What I have going right now is like a kind of mouse and keyboard kind of input going on. Where instead of using it like a normal controller, I'm going to use it like a mouse and keyboard basically. As you can see, this is the mouse moving like it's a trackball. That's the Steam controller doing that. And then it makes noises too. It makes noises when you use it like that. But yeah. Oh, I just don't understand the stream title. Oh yeah, I was going to try it out, but then I just kind of gave up on it because I was like, shit. Because I have to configure it like a lot. I haven't configured it. Like, see, that should not be. Hold on. I'm gonna open the Steam config. View controller settings. And then I'm gonna map edit layout. I'm gonna make the select button the M key so I can see the map. I should play Uncomp with you again? You're right, I should. There's really no purpose with analog input. Okay, let's see. C key, G key, F4. Y is the control key. The left mouse click. And then Y can be right mouse click. I'm gonna help this pip spook out a little bit. Is it still buggy? Warley gets 2 new exclusive dishes based on new mushroom fruit. Also, his chef house got buffed a bit to be stronger than a fridge. It is no longer a backpack. Like, will it crash if I start picking up grass or something? The beta? The beta of what? Of uncomp or don't starve? In general. Uncomp beta. Look at the toy! Oh my god. The toy is right there, you fucking idiot. Stupid fucking pip spook. Come on. Oh my god, another one's right there. Pip Spook's being a micrometer away from the toy. I'm blind. You're leaving? Alright. I guess I'll see you later. Bye. Alright, we got 20. We got 20 morning glories. They should add 2 times the content to the hooded forest, a new biome and uncomp. Really? I kind of want to check it out now. That seems like a cool thing. Oh, this is slow. Alright, I'm gonna make a new binding. For clicking through stuff with the trackpads, I'm going to make them... I'm gonna do something really funny. Right. Edit layout, trackpads. I'm gonna make the left one into a touch menu. I'm gonna call this one No. Ease. And then let's see. Commands. Attachment. You reserved it? I didn't reserve it. I bought it. I I have no free I have nothing better to do. So I just like started clicking refresh on the buy page until I bought it. Let's see. Shift, add another one. Control, add another one. Alt. It's just so I can click around the menus. Right mouse click, okay. Now I can open the game. There we go. That lets me do stuff a lot easier. Now I can click around this shit. Look at that! It's perfect. It's brilliant. Now I have the option to click around stuff. You should, like, right now. We should play the game right now. How about after I kill the shadow pieces, and then we can kill them? What is that? What is the moon phase? Waxing crescent, I think. We should, or waning crescent. We should do uncomp, and we will. But after I kill the boss. Because I want to kill the shadow pieces first. Alright, hold on. I need to check something. Settings. Output. My recordings are being saved to the wrong place. That's dumb. They're getting saved to, like... What should I make the right stick do? Oh, I can make the right stick into a radio menu. Hold on. I can do that. Because if I'm not going to use the radio menus on the mouses, I can use the right stick as a radio menu. The right stick will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My keys instead. For quick binding. So I'm going to do edit layout. F key, control key. This does not need to be the control key. This can be something else. For now, I'm going to remove it. Right click. Remove. Space key and F key. B and Y need to be something else. But it's because you can't do those actions without... let's see. Triggers. Haven't set the triggers to anything. Joysticks. Right joystick, we'll make it into a radio menu. And we'll call this one items. And then it won't be a directional. This one, add. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. Or I'm going to add a 6. Number 6. Okay, that should do it now. Now we have like a bunch of shit all over the screen. Okay, but it's gonna make sense. So this is going to be my radio menu. To adapt this game to keyboard and mouse controls with a controller. I got a little creative. The radial system. This is really cool. I love having this shit on the screen too. It's like actually kind of cool. I can open it with the flick of the stick. But hold on, I'm gonna do something else. So I just noticed that my D-pad doesn't do anything, but I mapped the keys over here on this one. I'm gonna take off the keys on this one, and I'm gonna put them on the D-pad because there's only 4 of them. I can do Shift, Control, Alt, and the right mouse click. I'm gonna put them on my D-pad. I'm gonna go here, controller settings, hit layout. Let's see the D-pad, directional pad. This will be Shift. Down will be Control, Alt, and right mouse key. I go back to the other trackpad, get rid of this one. Create touch menu, which I'm not going to do right now. Let's see how it works. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, it's just like in console, but then I just need to use this thing to navigate this. You own the original Steam controller? No way. How does it compare to the new one? Because I feel like the new one is more, you know, I guess usable because we have actual buttons and stuff instead of just like one control stick. I always thought that was weird. A singular control stick and 4 buttons, and the rest of it is just like, well, figure it out. I need to get rid of this. What am I gonna do with the other one? I have everything here. I think it's set my light to the first one. The original was more of a proof of concept. I just like how odd it was. That's really cool. I think a lot of people liked how odd it was. That was like the main draw of the controller, was that it's fucking weird. Both controllers can make music, yeah. That was definitely the coolest part, that when I heard of it, I was like, oh my god, it can, you know, it can sing. There we go. I can do everything with the controller, which is so cool. God, imagine, Chad, if I start getting used to playing it like this. I mean, I could get used to it. It's not that weird. The only thing that's weird is that there's not really a lot of range of motion with the mouse kind of thing going on. That's why it's in trackball mode. But I kind of don't like it in trackball mode. I'm gonna change it because it's like a trackball. I don't like that. I'm gonna make it into a regular ass mouse. Trackpad trackball mode. No. No trackball. I don't want it in trackball mode. I think that's really annoying. Hello. Welcome back. I have bound my controller, my Steam controller, so now it's working like as intended. So this is me moving it around with the controller. I'm not using mouse and keyboard anymore. I don't know if you can hear that. It's because the controller makes noises when you use the stuff. I am. I just can't get over it. I cannot get over it. It's so cool. Wartox is unplayable with the controller. With this, he might be playable. He might be playable. Controller Don't Starve is terrible. That's why I had to get all this stuff on like on vines and stuff. Like I can't, cuz like how are you supposed to actually, how does the game expect you to play with a normal controller and like have all your freaking, you know, binds and stuff? Like I don't quite understand how it expects you to necessarily know how to like navigate to the item and then click on it. You have to click on it for whisper and then you open the menu on controller. That's weird. Why would you need to do that? There's too many button actions to use a controller. But with a Steam, you know, controller like this, well, everything works out fine. Because I can even emote with this thing. Auto-collect true, auto-collect false. You have my radial menu with the stick. Because how else am I supposed to do it? Like, come on. That's just absurd. What can I craft? Potion. Revenant Restorative, Spectral Cure-All. How many of those do I have? Ooh. Ouchies. Vigor Mortis, I need to make some of those. The D-Fly Desert is different in the beta? How so? World Gen is kind of boring. I don't know, the game, I feel like Don't Starve, they're kind of relying on bosses now. There's no like exploration content. But that's like the cool thing about an open world survival game is that you can actually like go around, look for stuff, and find stuff like interesting, not just bosses. Because I really hate how they're okay. Because like they want to be a combat game, but they don't want to be a combat game, which is really pissing me off. They so badly want, you know, to. More than half of them are outdated. Yes, they are. Absolutely outdated. feel like they were designed in a time before, in a before time, you know. And it all comes back to me in the end. Kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I forgot, I put a custom headstone there. That's gonna be my epitaph? Fuck! I love AVGN. Where's Bearger? I just realized I summoned Bearger, but I didn't see where he spawned. He's just kind of out there somewhere. And I didn't bother to kill him. To be truthful, I have no idea where the fuck he is. You know what I need? I need goat horns. Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Hooded forest, which nobody cares about. Oh. I love when devs add content that nobody asked for. That's basically DST. That's every DST update, is just something that nobody asked for. You know, it's a testament to how boring DST is that I can read the chat while I'm playing the game. Because I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm literally reading chat right now. I feel like I'm playing a tycoon game or something. Minimal player input. I can animation cancel on controller now. Look at that. Oh my god, don't kill my beefalo, please. There we go. Got him. You guys arguing about uncomp right now? Ooh. It is now the new moon. It is almost time to kill the shadow pieces. Which would be great if I had a place to dry my meat. My meat is going to expire. I need to dry my meat. I need to put my meat on there. Let me put my meat. Okay, enough of that. I don't like everything in uncomp either. Oh my gosh. Line puts its meat on a drying rack. I do put my meat all over it. Mm-hmm. Why don't you like rat raids? Oh my gosh. I can say why I don't like rat raids. I hate getting my items stolen. Krampus is really rare, and to have something like that happen every so often is kind of stupid. Stuff like that exists in every survival game. Like, creepers obviously are the only mob that is destructive. As like a holdout from their beta days. But it's still just like, it makes the... It's very different from how everything else terrorizes the player. Because everything else doesn't really destroy your shit. What the hell am I gonna do with all this silk? Should I make a tent, chat? I'm gonna make a tent. Why not? We'll make a tent. Look at that thing. Every time I make a base, I leave a whole section just for a pile of equipment. I'm the opposite. I hate having stuff on the floor. It actually really pisses me off every time I have shit all over the floor. I need to just... I need to adjust... I need to adjust the dead zone on the sticks. They're a little bit too sensitive. Oh, here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna do the... Okay. Yeah, it was a good idea to save. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the controller. I'm gonna turn it off. I think I might have to use my hands. I really want to fight the bishop. I want to fight the bishop last because I don't have enough health to fight the knight last. I mean, enough speed. Because usually when you're fighting the knight, you have, like, speed to run away from the attacks. I don't. The beefalo of mine is not very quick, so I'm gonna use... I'm gonna try to kill the bishop, the rook first. And then we'll kill the bishop last. Bro's making 500 bug nets. Leave my silk alone. I have a lot of silk from all the spiders that I kill. You only make one for werepig. That's true. I never really use the pick/axe other than werepig because it's the only time you ever need it. The music is too epic right now. Hold on. Shit. Flash ban everyone. Yo, YouTube mod. Wow. Why would you disrespect my mods? The Lime Lichen mods do very important work, okay? They help moderate this shit-ass stream. Alright, I'll text you when we're done, when we're ready to play some uncomp with Wendy. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. There we go. Boom, we did it. All right. We have obtained the Shadow Atrium. One step closer to getting the Fuel Weaver. Fight. We're not done though, because we still need to get the Nightmare Werepig. Well, we're done with this. I'm not gonna play this save file anymore. Not anymore, but right now. I'm gonna play Uncomp with Bones. That was really easy for some reason. I don't know why. Don't forget the 3 nightmare fuel. I already got it. Gotta heal my beefalo. You can feel the nightlight with it, yeah. My poor beefalo. Right. Why is using salves on a beefalo? Because I have no use for them. I don't have any use for healing salves. Do you see how much fucking, like, glands and rocks and fucking ashes I have? I have way too many. Alright. Let me DM Bones. I'm gonna wait for him to respond. Nice base. I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna make some food as well. I'm hungry. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let me... Where's Bones? Where art thou, Bones? Open up. Oh! Epic skin drop. I just unraveled something I didn't mean to. Oh, right. I forgot. Hello?
There we go.
Okay.
Hi.
Hold on, hold on. Let me adjust your volume. Say something?
Oops.
You're too loud. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, speak.
Hi.
That's better.
Okay, there shouldn't be that many mods that you have to install yourself. Most of the changes are just server mods that you don't need to install. I'll look through my client mods and see if there might be any that you might want to use.
In development, additional Crab King loot, core gameplay.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's just that's the playable version. I have the beta already. I'm a beta tester, so as long as you join me, the beta will work.
Okay, let's see.
Unless you want to host, if you want to, that's fine.
I don't want to host.
Okay, then I will host. Don't worry, it's not like it has like really bullshit settings or anything. It works fine.
I am eating a bowl of rice for breakfast.
All right, hold on. Let me. Oh, I love rice. I'll send you a password.
Okay. Get that. Which server?
I've not put it up yet. Hold on, I'm doing naming and stuff like that.
Okay.
What do we call it? Uncompromising line. So the only mods I usually have enabled are Epic Health Bar, Health Info, just to see what enemies have, Moving Box, because it's just nice for making bases look nice, and then Uncomp.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you like?
No, not really.
Okay. Alright, that should be everything. A mod that I've been using recently that I recommend, I found recently, is Paranoia. Have you heard of it?
Huh?
Paranoia. It's a mod I've been using.
Is that the insanity filter one?
Not exactly. It's a little bit more complicated than that now. Maybe it was at one point. What it does now is the lower your sanity gets, the worse things get. It's all just messing with the player. It's not actual gameplay. It's a client-side mod. So you'll see visions of players, noises that don't actually happen, boss noises, like bosses spawning that actually aren't there. The void will speak to you. New nightmare enemies like Mr. Skits that just stare at you. Eyes in the dark, other crazy shit. It's disturbing.
Yeah, I have that installed already, I think.
It's really cool. It's very cool. And also this is something really interesting. Some characters are different with paranoia.
Mm.
So the best example I could think of is with Wickerbottom. Wickerbottom doesn't see as much, but the void speaks to her more and like taunts her. It mentions the library burning down, her friends, just being weirded out by her, other things like that. It's interesting. Other characters it's different. Like for Willow, I think it's actually just very much less severe as she's used to it. And then for others, it's like with Wormwood, I think it's actually more similar to Enlightenment the more insane he gets because of being made by the moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. All right. Server is launching.
Okay.
So what I'm talking about, chat, is a client mod. This doesn't have anything to do with Uncomp. It's called Paranoia, and it just makes losing your mind like more like the original game, where like you'd hear laughing, the nightmare creatures just sound more disturbing. It just makes the game more interesting when you lose your mind. That's it. Oh yeah, I named the server Uncompromising Lime.
Okay.
Yeah, that mod is really cool. You should use it. It's really interesting. Who doesn't love lore things? I love lore things. Yeah, I think they have a description now. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me look at the let me look at the Steam page for it. It's really doing well though. Like it's got a lot of installs, got a lot of high rating. Yeah, it has a description now. That's nice.
I can't find the server.
Weird. Oh, it's still generating. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not in yet. Yes, honestly, that's the only doubt. Like, okay, like if we were talking about like performance with Uncomp, the only problem with it, and it's a very small problem, is it adds a lot to world generation, so it takes like an extra few minutes. But other than that, it's fine.
Hmm.
I've never had any issues with it crashing. The only instance I had of it being weird is that I'm playing a beta branch, so meaning there's a biome that's like not finished right now. They're redoing the Lunar Grotto, so if you go there, it just doesn't look right. Things are missing, but other than that, everything else is fine. I only Uncomp is the only mod I use that alters world gen. So I don't know, and also it's a beta branch, so you know that's it's a whole other thing. So, do you see it yet? It's up now.
Yeah. Why does my model keep frog blinking?
Yeah, I've noticed that. You're like instead of normally blinking, you like go left, right, left, right, left, right. It's funny.
I'm not blinking like that in real life, chat. I do not frog blink.
I genuinely thought you were just doing that because you were bored and you were just making your avatar do dumb things. Yeah, like I also play with heaps of food sometimes because it's just fun as Warley, and it makes it take like 9 years to load. So Wormwood got some really interesting changes in the beta. I think you'll really like them. I'm gonna be trying them out. I've never really played Wormwood before. I know how he works. I just never vibed with him, but the changes make him really interesting.
There's glasses? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's another mod I have. That one is entirely cosmetic. It adds a new type of like modded thing. If you have certain sets, you can use parts of facial features from other sets. It also makes it so that if modded characters are added, if the developer is very interested in the character, they can actually add custom stuff for them. It's just nice. So like for example, Watham and Wixie, which are the new characters in Uncomp, they actually get some cosmetics with those mods enabled that are made by the developers.
Nice.
So it was neat. Yeah. My favorite one is for Watham being the kind of like strange, deranged one. He actually has a look that makes him look like one of the architects from down below. Yeah, I think it's modded skin API.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's neat. I think it looks cool.
What the fuck?
What?
The butterfly, when I tried to hit it, it like escaped.
Oh, I forgot. I'm looking at your stream. It's not live. Okay, so about that. So they wanted to make healing more hard. So you have to use a bug net. But get this.
Oh my gosh.
Look what I can do. Look, wait, come here, come here.
Hold on, hold on.
Come here. Look what I can do. Look. Yoink.
You just grab it.
Yeah, here, you want it?
Yes.
Here you go.
I need it to use Abigail. When I murder stuff in my inventory, Abigail goes shadow and she deals more damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't have any of the alignment perks because I'm bad at the game.
Do you like WarioWare?
Yeah, I like WarioWare.
I was playing WarioWare yesterday.
Also, no, they don't heal less anymore. So they've rechanged the downside. So they've always said that like they didn't want to nerf butterflies. It was just kind of like they wanted to make healing early game harder. So the way that they've like came to a conclusion on it is that butterfly wings are exactly the same as base game. They're just harder to acquire. That's it. And harder is a really strong word. Like, is it hard to kill spiders? No. No, it is not. So yeah, they're completely normal now. Another change that's quite nice is compasses have like double durability now and work in your inventory. So that's nice. Oh, hello, Boof.
I wish you could use any skeleton to make into a grave, but yet it has to be a player skeleton.
I think that's fair, personally.
I know, it's kind of weird. I don't think many people use wings to mass heal, so it doesn't make sense to nerf them either way, it says.
Yeah, I have the chat pulled up on my other screen.
I can't read that. I don't know what that says.
Read what?
His name. Hold on, let me highlight it.
It's Russian. I can't speak Russian, so I
No,
wouldn't know.
I know, but I know somebody who can read Cyrillic, and her name is Google Translate.
Okay.
New window.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from, by the way, on that, with, like, the mass healing with butterfly wings, but personally, I do it a lot early game, so that I can conserve on healing salves, other things like that. So that's just me.
Tuxeed. I love the Steam controller.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Puck.
Nice.
The puck is the best part. It's just so funny. There's so many wires on my desk because of how much stuff is connected to my PC. It would make way more sense to me.
So blue caps, mushrooms in general have been nerfed, so that also has happened. So how mushrooms work now is it is easier and harder to grow them. You have to know more about how fertilization works and stuff like that to grow them, but other than that, they're the same. So how they work now is unless it is the mushroom season, they will only produce spores if you dig them up. So, like, let's say, I think, like, right now, if you dig up red mushrooms, they will only produce spores. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I don't know the mushroom seasons off the top of my head. I usually just don't dig them up. But, yeah, point is, there is a benefit to this, though. Mushroom spores are a little bit more consistent, and nice part about this is, when you plant mushroom spores into a mushroom planter, for example, they will grow more and quicker. So that's nice.
No rocks.
And also, I think they take away 20 sanity if you eat them raw now.
20 with blue mushrooms?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The point that the mod is doing with doing all those changes is that they want to make it so that other forms of healing are actually encouraged and, you know, actually fair. So healing salves are a lot more important now. Sleeping is buffed as well, so sleeping is actually, like, really good across the board. So, meaning more traditional methods of healing, like actually using medical items, actually taking a break, are, you know, good. You know?
It
Not
makes the
just
game definitely
gorging
more...
yourself.
What is it called? What is it?
Uncompromising.
Well, survive. Survival based.
Yes, that's the whole point. Food also, of course, this is like the big change that like people that play the game find yucky. Food heals over time. The higher a stat restored, the longer it takes. I think that's the most fair change because I find it bullshit how food can basically just replace. Yeah, it's me. Hi, Green. It's me, Boner Man. I'm back. I got line to play Uncomp again. We're playing the beta this time.
Yep. Uncompromising beta.
Oh, another, okay, so, the person that has the Russian name earlier mentioned this, so you mentioned how you didn't like rat raids. Oh, is that how you say it?
I think so.
Say it one more time, Solar?
Let me hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pause the game. Whoops.
Oh, I can, yeah.
Hold on. I need to check what I typed in.
Okay. I don't want to just say chat when referring to the one person.
Cocksheet. Cocksheet.
Cocksheet?
Yes, cocksheet.
Okay, that's not, okay, that sounds close enough. So, Cocksheet. They did make it so that rat raids are a bit more intuitive now, so it's not just you get fucked over by it. So how it works now is it has two indications. So if there are things on the ground that are rotting or are already rot, they produce, like, stink lines. So you know what's actually, like, causing them to know where you are. Yeah, stinky. And then if the rats are close, like they're about to invade, or like it's high enough to where it could happen, you'll hear them squeaking in the background, and they'll stalk your base. They won't invade immediately, just you'll know that they're there. And then the other thing is if your base is unorganized, like to an extreme extent, like a fucking humanoid rat will come by and basically inspect your base, and if he decides that it's not good, he will send the horde.
So we have to sort our stuff too.
Yeah, again, I don't know why everyone complains about this. Like, it's not that bad. It really isn't.
It's
Like,
not that
just
bad.
make
Like,
storage.
I don't know.
Like if you are the kind of like, okay, if you really are making that much stuff to where you have like 80 piles on the floor, then yeah, it'll happen. But like, if you make 3 chests and then, you know, just have 1 wardrobe, you'll be fine. That's it. It just encourages you to be a little bit cleanly. That's it. Don't leave stuff on the floor. Oh yeah, I can also pick up most insects as well. So the aphids from the hooded forest I can pick up directly. I can pick up bees, a few other things. So that's neat.
Just make thermal stones, yeah, with all the extra pickaxes.
Yeah, just make a thermal stone. Okay, look at it this way, right? Like regarding the clean thing. If you're on a job site, right, like for construction, real life, and all like there's no dust on the floor and everything, and it's great, but there is like a pile of fucking hammers in the corner. It's debatable whether it's clean. Maybe it's clean, but like it's not organized is a better way to look at it. You know, just organize it a little bit better.
Hmm.
I think it's fair because, like, again, it's just the reason that they add kind of stuff like this is that just the base game is just kind of easy. Like, be frank, it's not.
Can you join? Are you friends with Bones?
It's public. I mean, all you have to do is know the password. Here, I'll send it to him on Discord.
We're being very uncompromising. Let me use the controller again. I'm gonna see if I can.
Hold on. By the way, Green, I will invite you. I just need to do something really quickly. Gotta send you the funny.
Oh, what the fuck? Hey! What the heck?
What'd you see?
No, my controller is not acting right. Oh.
I hope you can fix it.
What the fuck happened? It's because it's in mouse and keyboard mode right now. I don't know why it's in mouse and keyboard mode. Did everything... What happened? Everything crashed.
Yeah, that was weird. I think Green tried to join, and that might have done something.
No, I mean like everything from Steam crashed.
Oh, so
Hold
it
on.
wasn't Uncomp that did anything. Okay, that's good.
No, all of my games crashed. And yes, even my
Oh, my PC! Oh, another great feature that was changed was if you have like an empty backpack or any item that can carry other items that's empty, you can put it into other storage devices. So like let's say you have backpacks and it's like winter, right? So you don't want to like keep them on the floor. You can put them in a chest now. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put them in a fire if you want. So like if you really just don't want to have them anymore, you can just get rid of them.
What happened? Something's wrong with my computer.
Weird. I hope you could fix it. Oh, um, if you, I could stop by the way, but another thing that's really cool is they changed something else. I can't remember now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh yes. So, some enemies do max health damage, which is it's pretty bad. I will agree. That's pretty fucking harsh. Um, and max health is a little bit more of a thing, but there's a benefit to this. There's a benefit. They have buffed the booster shot. It now takes away 50% max health. Like it gives you 50% back, not just 25. And many other healing items restore max health. So there's a new healing item that was added. So in the ocean, if you can get kelp and salt, you can make a healing kelp salve, and it does like 20 damage, but it heals like 80 over time,
Yeah,
and it also heals max health. So that's neat.
Steam just like shat itself and exploded. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, firmware.
Also, the Russian one, I still don't remember the name.
Coxseat or cox. It said cock.
Coxy. Cox.
Yeah, just say cox. But it sounds like cock seat. Cock seat. Like a seat for your cock.
Hmm. Actually, just how about this? How about this? Person in the chat, just put it in chat how you could you just put your name pronunciation in chat? I'm also trying to talk to like 4 people at once right now, so I'm just kind of.
You're doing good. You're keeping up the conversation while I'm trying to set this up. I think it's cuz I don't know what the fuck happened. My whole computer just like shat itself. My computer shit the bed. This doesn't usually happen though, so not because of Linux, because Linux actually this would have happened five
Linux is
times.
usually fine. People dog on it for no reason usually.
This would have happened 5 times over on Windows. Actually, that's why I'm using Fedora Linux. Okay, I updated the controller.
Unpronounceable. Do we not have that word? Or actually, letter would be the right thing. Okay, do you have like a nickname I can call you? I just want to be, polite and actually, give you a name. Oh, another thing to keep in mind, by the way, Lime, with the compass, it has to be in your hotbar. Like you have to have it on you, essentially. I don't know if he's still here. Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, he's
I have
here.
to. I had to set stuff up. Broken.
That's fine.
I think
Again,
what
if you need like a
happened.
moment of peace and quiet, I will stop yapping.
No, I don't need peace and quiet. I just need to figure this out. Okay, now it's set up. Okay.
Oh, that's neat. They hey, the thing that makes it's the backpack for seeds. They made it so that seeds last indefinitely in it now.
Seed
That's
packet.
neat. Yeah. It just doesn't do it just doesn't like it doesn't rot at all now. Okay, Ultra Pro Gamer it is. That is your name now. Oh,
Oh.
another cool thing. The piggyback is actually a lot better now.
Hmm.
It now no longer has a passive 10% movement speed debuff, but now it's 1% per item in the backpack. So, meaning, if it's not as full, you can, it's not as bad. Oh my god, it's Willow!
Kakji. Deeper. You mean sh like a Z H, like in
Je.
French. Back buff. I like the piggyback. Kind of.
What else have they done? Luxury fan can blow away smog when that happens. The cat cap got a lot better. So the cat cap is normal, in the sense that it's a little bit more expensive, so it's now 4 cattails and 4 silk, but it now has 120. And then also, it has an upgraded version that's the basically counterpart to the Sand Desert Goggle called Cat Eye Goggles. As guess what happens during winter? There's snowstorms now,
There's
and they
blizzards.
suck. Yeah, there's blizzards. They're bad. During blizzards, the world temperature can go to -20, and you can't move quickly anymore.
I thought during blizzards you had like a sexual assault
That
lawsuit.
too. Yeah, that would also happen. So cat eye goggles have 240 insulation and protect against snowstorms.
Oh
So
my
they're
gosh.
they're
Hold
pretty
on.
neat.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting a call. Getting a
Oh,
call.
okay. They also added a gas mask into the game, so that's kind of cool. Everything all right? Yeah, I love the weather changes. Spring has some really interesting stuff as well. One of the cool changes to spring. Actually, I'm gonna pause it just in case I'm just going through stuff right now. So they've changed it so that during spring there's tornadoes, summer there's heat waves, which actually make the game easier but more complicated. So during summer, essentially, there's a new thing called heat waves, where the world temperature goes up like a shit ton and wildfires start. The thing is, wildfires can only start during heat waves now. Like they don't just start randomly. They only start when the world is actually hot enough, which is interesting. This also means that if you start like a fire, like an actual fire, right? Like if you burn a bonfire or you light something on fire, it will increase the temperature around nearby things and then cause the fire to spread faster and quicker, and things will turn to ash more quickly as well. So that's neat. So it allows for more preventative action to be done during summer and for it to also be more extreme as well. Yeah, so this doesn't have to be a wildfire thing, but like if fire happens, smog comes with it and it sucks. But again, if you can kill Moose Goose, then you can just whisk it away. There's other methods to get rid of it. There's a lot of things that can get rid of it. Some characters I think can get rid of it. Like I think Wickerbottom with rain rituals can do something. I'm pretty sure that and then also, if you just can't deal with smog, you can make a gas mask as well that just prevents it from messing with you at all. So if you really just don't want to deal with it, that also works. I think the highlight of Uncom personally is the character changes because of course, making the game harder and more interesting is obviously cool, but my favorite thing is that a lot of the characters are put on the same level. So like some characters are nerfed to fall in line with others, some are given new tools, etc. Wormwood got like a whole rework. It's really good. Um, Wolfgang got a whole rework, although I don't know how I feel about it, but I've enjoyed it generally. A few other things. Oh yeah, Bee Queen rework is also peak. Yeah, makes it a very interesting boss. I do love that one. Honestly, every boss rework is great, except for Deerclops because that one's just gambling. So I don't like that one that much because it just is like, oh, sometimes he's harder. I wish it was just they gave him new moves personally, like every variation has the laser or something. The Spider Queen, I don't think they did anything to my memory. Hello, new person. Lime is not here right now. Um, Seems like something was going on. I think they got a call, so it might be a while till they get back. So you're stuck with me right now. I'm the host right now. Yeah, like for example, Ancient Guardian has some crazy shit that they add. Like it goes from being like a milestone boss that sucks to being a genuine fight for your life. It's great. Hello. Lime's gone, so you're stuck with me right now, Boner Man. So for context, Rudy, Lime got a call to some extent. It sounded kind of urgent. I hope everything's fine. They left to go do it. They didn't even mute their mic. They just kind of turned off their avatar. So I just kind of, I'm just hosting right now. I'm just kind of keeping everyone company, explaining uncom changes because it's kind of my expertise. Yeah, I'm real. I'm real. I exist. Whoa. So yeah, I'm just explaining uncom reworks and stuff like that right now. Any questions? Let me know. Maybe your favorite character, maybe an item you like to use, maybe a system, yada yada. I think a big one definitely that people would probably have a hard time with is winter. Yeah, I took Lem hostage. A good change to okay, so Willow doesn't get changed a lot. Willow's main change. I am on the Discord. I'm in the Discord. Yeah, my name is Bones on the Discord as well. Here, I'll say hi. Actually, it's P Gamer right now. I forgot. Hold on. Where are you? Where's Kayla? There you are. The person that just added you in the Discord is me. So anyway, back to Willow. So Willow gets some pretty neat benefits. Willow's sanity is changed back to how it was in Don't Starve. Now, don't worry. Willow does not start wildfires when insane. They did not bring that back. What they brought back was that instead of being a 10% thing, it is now a 25% sanity drain up and down. So it's pretty severe. They also made her insulation during winter even worse. But the only buff that they've really given her is that when you're holding Bernie, nightmare creatures cannot lock onto you and are considered neutral. So if you're insane, you can hold on to it. Downside is though, is holding Bernie now costs durability. Basically, when you're playing as Willow now, um, if you don't have more than 400 insulation as Willow, you're gonna fucking die. Maybe it did. I don't know. I thought that was a new change, unless it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, it might be increased durability if you're holding him. Like basically, I think the way to explain it would be like if you are holding Bernie, right? And then there's nightmare creatures. It's like the lore reason is basically that Willow is squeezing the shit out of Bernie for comfort. That's the best way to put it. I would say. So the durability I think the durability lost per second is increased if there's nightmare creatures specifically. Yeah, that's it. That's it. 100%. Just looked at the wiki. Her skill tree is untouched. Also, any other questions about characters or features? So on Weber, they want to. I've talked to the developers. And they've mentioned multiple times they want to improve Weber, but genuinely, they don't know what to do because the problem right now isn't the changes. They know what they want to do. The issue is the game the game can't handle it. The game cannot handle the changes they want to give to Weber. They aren't publicly available yet. I don't know what they want to do. They do have a Weber rework in mind, but basically the issue is Don't Starve just could not handle what they want to do to Weber. So I'm assuming they want to make it so that you can have an army to some extent, but I don't know. Also, it's not hard to know the devs. They talk and chat a lot. If you go to the general chat and just ask a question, 9 times out of 10 the devs will answer. I just happen to have talked to them for a few months, so they know me a little bit more. They're cool people. They're really trying to just make the game more fun. It's not the code that's the issue. See, it's the integer limits. So, yeah, so they actually removed the okay, so one question at a time. Okay, I'm gonna go over the Weber thing first. Um, it's not that. It's basically with how the game works, and how what you can do with Weber. The issue is that having more than like 20 spiders as Weber, and because of how they are different, like so spiders are different when they're tamed, obviously, right? Like wild spiders is a whole other story, but like let's say it's a tamed spider, right? And you have more than like 30 of them. Basically the game has to register that they are there on screen, right? how they move, their AI. Then on top of this, it has to measure how they work when they're tamed, the modification to their sanity, to friends, and then also how they interact with the spider tools that Weber has. You know, the one that allows them to come out of the cage, not the cage, the den, all that. So that is what makes them not work well. So honestly, none of them are meta anymore. Like they really have done the balancing well to where every character's downside is actually really bad, which is great because that means that playing characters like Wilson is great. So unironically, Kayla, if you want to get into uncomp, play Wilson. Just play Wilson and don't touch any of the other characters because okay, Wartox is decent, um, but he's also bad because they've made it so that a lot of weaker enemies are soulless, meaning that you actually have to get into hard combat to get souls. So, for example, butterflies, bees, most insects, and a lot of other enemies that have below 200 health no longer drop souls at all. So, farming souls is a little bit harder. What do you mean unplayable? Just kill spiders, bro. Like, get good. Damn. Like, if you have to farm bees to play Wartox, that's a you problem. I don't know what you mean, but like that's just me. All right, like if you like, he has 200 health. All right, yeah. They're an exception though because spiders are like a decently yeah. Spider Bunnyman farm would work for that. Spider Bunnyman still works great. Bunnies drop souls. Um, I think the reason they said that spiders drop souls, and also it's more of like a general rule of thumb. The developer said it's not like a hard rule. You don't have to kill a bunch of qualifiants to not die of starvation. Okay, like here. Okay, how about the okay, like okay. How about this? Like during winter, um, all you have to do is kill spiders, feed the meat to the pigs, and then get meat, and then dry it out in a rack, and boom, you're good. Or better yet, just save food. You know, try to go through it slower. And there is still ways to mass soul farm. There are some weaker enemies that still do drop souls. They're just hard to get to. Like it's really easy to farm spiders in mass. Like wait for like 3 dens to just get to level 3 and just don't break them. Like yeah, of course if there's a spider queen that sucks, but like doing that, yeah. So WX is basically completely untouched right now in the beta. They have removed all changes that they've made to him as they are working on basically redoing the rework to work with the new version. Um, the rework that they had before was essentially that the character was very similar, but a little bit different. So, how the rework that Uncomp had for WX worked was that his hunger related to his energy source a lot, meaning that being topped up on hunger meant that your charges would last longer. Also, charges would drain naturally over time unless you were either in the sun or good on hunger. Also, how it worked was that certain circuits would take up more electricity to run through his body. So, meaning, like, you could run weaker circuits and it would not drain as much electricity. Like, if you ran ones, like, basically, he'll, like, give you a notification by saying something like, oh, if you're running a lot of expensive circuits, he'll let you know if they will cost more, like, charges over time. Then the biggest thing is that sleeping is a really big deal for WX78. Sleeping will restore like a charge every 5 seconds. So, meaning napping is really important and keeping tip top on your food. WX was a specific case because they recoded him in a lot of areas. So traditionally they usually don't. It's just that they really like put a lot of effort into WX, so they had to kind of just take it away for the meantime being. But it's not gone. There is a separate server mod to re-enable the rework. It's just that it's buggy right now. So they did make really good changes though. So basically, the changes I just described made it so that you actually had to manage your charge like a battery. Like if any of you played Chibi Robo, it's kind of like that, where you walk out throughout your day, and then just as the day progresses, you just have less and less charge. And there's a good side to this. There is, as long as you have 1 bar of charge. Yeah, no, he's bad. Don't play Walter or Wixie. Wixie sucks. It's bad. Um, So back to WX. The benefit to the charges draining over time and like having more expensive circuits draining more charge is that as long as you have one charge, every circuit is active, no matter what. It's like having your phone on 1%, essentially. So that's neat. And then the biggest change is that instead of circuits being able to be unplugged and plugged in, um, yeah, really quickly. So when Wixie wears armor, she loses like 20 sanity a minute and will be stun locked. It's bad. It's really bad. Also, if enemies are too close to Wixie, she will also get stun locked. Like she's claustrophobic, so like if too many enemies crowd over her, she'll just give up and have a breakdown. Straight up. Yeah. Unironically, yeah. She does have a shove though, so you can shove enemies away, but like I just turn off the Wixie and Walter rework. Walter is fine. Walter's a great character. Don't change him. Don't touch him. Okay, so back to WX78. The best change in my opinion is that instead of circuits having a limited amount of times you can unplug and plug them back in, you can plug and unplug them as many times as you want, but they have a durability. So meaning they last a certain amount of time, like a food item. So like some circuits last like a month, some last 5 days, some last 5 minutes because they're really strong and they're new, etc. So meaning you are encouraged while in combat to unplug circuits and plug them back in as they no longer drain charge when you're unplugging them. Meaning you could do some really funny shit with it. It's very funny. Um, to balance this out though, circuits that change your stats now have consequences when you remove them. So like you can't just hot swap between health all the time. So like if you get a health one and then you remove it, it will take away that amount of health. So like you start with 100 and everything, right? Um yeah, it's really interesting. And get this, this is my favorite feature. They added a perk in his skill tree because they're trying to rework it right now. It's very temperamental and does not like to work. But basically, you know how like some circuits give him like abilities, like the blocking one or the screaming one? They gave him like three new ones and they're really funny. So, that laser that the bishops have? They gave him the bishop laser. They gave him it. He can do that now. It's funny. How it works is you have to have an illumination circuits and then you have to have a thermal circuit. And if you have the thermal and illumination circuit plugged in, and you target an enemy, like if you're in combat, and then you right click on yourself, you will charge up a beam, and then when you fire a beam that destroys any object in the way. Meaning, if there's a tree, it gets chopped down. If there's a crafting bench, it'll get cut down, and it does like 150 damage. Problem is though, is that you are using the basically the explanation for how it works is that you're using the illumination in the thermal circuit, and then you're basically amplifying the heat through the illumination circuit. So basically, like using um a magnifying glass through the sun. That's what you're doing. It does 150 damage, but there's a big ass but to this. It increases your character's temperature by 30 degrees every time you fire the laser. You will burn to death if you overuse it. But you can combine this with a cold thermal stone, the chilling amulet, and spam it. But in line with the changes with the circuits that make them have more durability, with the circuits that have like benefits like this, like oh if you push a button it does something. Using that benefit costs durability. So basically, let's say you use the laser thing I mentioned earlier, right? It costs like 1% durability every time you use it. So it has costs, but it is really strong. A friend of mine sent footage of it because we were talking about it. Um, he was like trying to show how it worked. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it. Give me a second, boys. Go to the general chat in the Limelight server. The I'll send the laser if I can find it. Hopefully, I can. There's a few others. Um, I don't know all of them, but there's some really cool circuit combinations. They also added a few new circuits that are like more end game. Um, I don't know those ones though. I haven't really tried out the beta that much because it's really unstable and it really does not like to work at all. So, No, yeah, Uncomp is great because originally Uncomp was just like a nightmare mode mod for the game where it just made it completely unfair for the fun of it. But it has evolved to essentially say it is essentially evolved into becoming more like balanced like the original. Yeah, it's like what RLCraft is. So it's basically like making the game balanced like Don't Starve Alone is, the first Don't Starve game. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to make it more fair. So that sometimes makes making things hard, sometimes making things easier. Oh yeah, that is funny, yeah. Um so another change that they've made, and this is great, is that how like rot causes rat raids. Me and another person in the chat were talking about this. So to balance this out, practically every recipe that uses rot now uses compost. And if you've ever used the composter before, it kind of sucks ass. So they've buffed the composter to now hold 24 items total and produce 50% faster. It's cinema. It is cinema. It is so good. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, so now you actually need to make a composter to do a lot of things. So, like for example, the recipe for the booster shot is now 6 mushrooms, red specifically, has to be red, compost, and nitra. So now you actually have to you have to actually try to get your health back. It's actually hard. It's not just wait for things to rot. You actually have to grow mushrooms, get compost, and then get nitra. It's a very interesting process. And don't worry, they did make mushrooms actually fair, because if you've ever grown mushrooms in base game, it fucking sucks. Wormwood is really terrifying. Here, actually, I'm gonna unpause the server really quickly. Um, so I can actually show you his skill tree a little bit. Actually, can I pause it and then show you? I can. Okay. So you may notice a few new icons here. And a lot of them have been moved around a little bit. They've done some really weird shit with this, but it's also really good. One of the best changes is that how like this entire portion of the skill tree was dedicated to growing things, like, oh, sacrifice a little bit of health, berries, sticks, and you can make a berry bush. All of them have been condensed into one skill tree. Every single craftable like sapling, berry bush is all in this skill tree now, like in this one single skill. So you don't have to waste like 5 skills to just make monkey tails. So you may be asking, well, Bones, what do the other ones do? Let me tell you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crazy shit in here. Crazy shit. Okay, so first of all, this one's, I think, base game. This one's great. Pretty decent. Better at farming. Awesome. This one's great. This one adds to the game more. It's different than it was before when it was in the other part of the skill tree. How it works now is if you harvest from a beehive that you've made, like the bee box, they will no longer damage you or come out of the hive, no matter the season. They will completely leave Wormwood alone. It is completely free. That's really neat. I like that change. Makes it so that bee farming is really good. And that's the best change about the skill tree changes to Wormwood is he's no longer a one trick with gardening. He is now the god of agriculture, just across the board. Anything to do with manure, growing, compost, he's just better at it now. Top to bottom. It's great. Next change. Being bloomed. Oh, I'm not using the wiki. I just know all this off the top of my head. But a wiki I recommend, and I will link this to everyone. It does have an official wiki, that is being maintained by the moderators and the lovely people of the Discord. I'm sending it into the general chat right now. Here you go. That's the wiki I use. It usually takes a while for the beta stuff to be included into it, and you have to kind of have to like look for it, but it is there. Okay, so back to this. Read what this does. Being bloomed near cactuses and musk tree will eventually make them bloom. You can force cactuses to bloom outside of summer. How awesome is that? How fucking neat is that to just ignore how the game works and just completely abuse the seasons? You can grow musk trees whenever, all the time, just permanently now. How cool is that? I think it's so neat. And then the best change, because this actually makes it so that Wormwood has an edge up on the other survivors. I mentioned earlier when Lime was still here. I really hope everything's going okay with Lime. Speaking of which, that butterflies now can no longer be killed, and you have to catch them. Wormwood does not have to care. Wormwood can just grab them. You can literally just grab bees. Oh, mushrooms grow basically the same. The only change is now that if they are out of season, they only produce spores if you dig them up. They will only produce extra mushrooms if they are in their season. Other than that, they're pretty the same. Oh yeah, I was going to explain mushroom planters. Sorry, I got just sidetracked because of Wormwood's awesome skill tree. So the mushroom planter got buffed. Thank fucking lord. So now how the mushroom tree, the how the mushroom planter works now is you no longer need living logs. Yeah, you can't kill butterflies. You have to catch them with a bug net. Back to the mushroom planter. You no longer need to use living logs to you have to revitalize it. You can use anything. Compost. So I think how it works is base game items that rot, so like seeds, food, essential. Those will now refill one harvest, not four. Compost and manure will refill two. Super growth formula will refuel three, and living logs will refuel four harvests of mushrooms. So now mushroom planters are actually good and like actually function properly. If you put spores into a mushroom planter, it will grow up to 8 mushrooms. Now that's not just Wormwood exclusive; everyone can do it. So if you really want a lot of mushrooms, you can get a lot of them very quickly. It's very nice. Peak change. Of course, it's still hard to get mushroom planters, but it's easy to maintain them now, which I think is a great change. Where it's like early game, you can't get a lot of mushrooms, right? What is only good in caves? The mushroom planters? Do they grow better in caves? I did not know this. Is that ball knowledge? Is that ball knowledge, chat? Do mushroom planters work better in the dark? Is this true? Chat, I'm waiting for confirmation. Does legitimately do mushroom planters work in the caves? I that might be just an aesthetic thing. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna look at the actual wiki because that's not a change in on comp. That I do not know of that being a thing. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, mushroom planter. Let's find out. Oh, okay. This is actually really neat. Okay, so the reason why you would put them in the caves is actually really neat. Mushrooms can't grow during winter. Duh, it's winter. But in the caves they can grow during winter, so that's neat. So yeah, I guess it is better to put them in the caves. But you can plant them up above. It's not like you can't. They grow the same above and below. The only difference is that they can grow during winter. During, with mushroom planters. So that's actually really neat. Like if you can make a mushroom planter before winter, you have a consistent food source. The epic based. That's really cool. And also, winter is made to actually be a hard season in uncomp. Um, Fires do not start the same in winter. So let's say you light a tree on fire, right, during winter. Instead of it immediately starting and warming you, instead, it will now go to smoldering if you light it on fire. And it only has a chance to light on fire. If you light it multiple times with a torch, like if you light it like 3 times in a row, it'll be 100% chance, but you're taking a lot of durability out of the torch to do this. Um, Also, nothing grows during winter. Crops still can, depending on context. I think there's a way to do it, but you have to be good at it. But stone fruits no longer grow during winter. Kelp fronds no longer grow during winter. Mushroom plants can't grow during winter. Nothing on the ground can grow during winter. Berries can't grow during winter. Yeah. Yeah, they do not last long at all. They are quick. So, meaning you actually have to make a proper fire to warm yourself back up, which is fair. Oh, okay. Who wants to keep looking through Wormwood skill tree? I do, because it's fucking amazing. Who else wants to look through it? Oh, Kayla, you sweet summer child. Oh, you sweet summer child. Um, so uncomp makes cooking actually hard, so you can't do that anymore. If you put more than 2 ice in a crock pot, you get a new item called snow cone every time. So basically, um, they actually made cooking hard, and then this is a nice benefit, and I like this a lot. They changed Warley a little bit. Warley does not get nerfed by this as hard. So basically, okay, so you know how like in base game, right, you can use 1 monster meat and then 3 ice to make a meatball. Warley almost can. So other characters can't, but Warley kind of can. You kind of get what I'm getting at. Kelp is good. It just doesn't grow during winter. It's exactly the same everywhere else, though. Stone fruit doesn't produce as much as well, though. Like, it'll produce the same amount of food sometimes, but it's like a 50-50 chance, essentially. And then it doesn't produce nearly as much stone. So, I mean, you can't abuse them as much. All right, I'll try to keep up with the questions. I'm gonna explain more about wormwood stuff. Yeah, it's stupidly OP. So how stone fruit works now is there's a few things you have to do. So you have to fertilize them, I think, to some extent by using some crazy ass fertilizer because you can't, obviously use normal fertilizer because it's made of stone. So I think you have to like genuinely mushrooms. Mushrooms are your best bet. Another good benefit, I think if I were you, is I would say, I worm. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Word can eat birch nut seeds, right? Right? I don't know, but if she can, if I were you, I would stock up on like 2 stacks of them and then put them in a fridge and then just cook those when you want. Mushrooms still grow during winter if you place them underground. Um, there are options. It's not impossible. You still can grow certain things. Like there is ball knowledge. Trust me, you can. And I mean, be honest though. Like without these changes, work basically doesn't have a downside because getting that extra 33% from like vegetables, she is strong. Like genuinely, yeah. Oh, yes, you can. He makes a good ass point, actually. Yeah, go to the waterlog biome because get this, they buffed the waterlog biome a shit ton. Grass gators have less health and are a little bit more common, meaning that you can actually farm them a bit easier. And figs grow every season, guaranteed. They never stop. They are guaranteed. It's awesome. She can't eat leafy meat now. The reason I know this is because Wigford can eat leafy meat, meaning it's qualified as meat, technically, even though it's like not, but it kind of is. It's like it is and it isn't. It's a weird in between. Let me look. Let me actually see what the game says about it, like what it is. Leafy meat. Yeah, no, she cannot because it's technical. So basically, leafy meat is like one meat and one vegetable, so it's like a weird hybrid. All right, now that Green's back, let's talk a little bit more about his skill tree. So, um, he can make every seed in the game for free. How this works is, let's say you have like a bunch of carrot seeds, you can transmute them into other seeds, kind of like what Wilson can do. So like, let's say you have a bunch of carrot seeds, right? I don't know the exact recipes because again, I'm never going to use an alignment perk unless I actually earn it and beat the boss with the character to use the alignment perk. But how I understand it from people that have it is essentially you have like 3 of a seed and you could turn that into 1 of another type of seed. So meaning, you know, I have no idea. Wait, do you mean like dragon fruit or like dragonfly? Is Bird talking about dragonfly or is he talking about dragon fruit? We will never know. Okay. I have no idea. Again, I don't know if you heard me. I will never use an alignment perk unless I earn it. So I've not tested these perks out personally. I've only asked people in the beta and like other stuff like that. So if I were you, I would join the uncomp server and ask that yourself if you were curious, or try to find it on the wiki. But how I understand it is it's like Wilson, where you can take three of something and either turn it into one or two of another type of seed, and that usually applies to every seed in the game. So as long as it has a seed, you probably can. Just that's my general assumption. This one's still the same, except it's all in one perk now. So you can make carrots, dragon fruit salamanders, and the light bulb things based off one perk, which is cool. Um, Mooncap Savant is now a is now an alignment perk, so it's a little bit harder to get, which I think is fair considering that it's really strong. Like there's only a few characters that can make sleep without investing a lot, being Wickerbottom and then that other character that I can't remember off the top of my head. So making it so that Wormwood is, a little bit worse than something is a bit fair. They do make it better though. They do change this a little bit to do something else. I don't remember, but it is stronger now from what I remember. And also, there's like three new mushrooms in the game. There are boom shrooms, dusk shrooms, and then gloom shrooms. They are all found underground. They're weird. They're really weird. Weird fucking mushrooms. So they kind of were a developer, but they were more like the producer, like the brainchild. And they quit because the game just kind of like the amount of like creative work they've had to do in order to make uncomp fair and fun is a lot. Like the amount of creative work, the amount of developers, they have like 20 people making this shit. And that's not even counting the people that beta test the mods for the server. Like it's a lot of people. And it's all being done without money. Like this is all just for the sake of fun. And genuinely, the creator of the mod basically was like, DST is a lost cause. They keep on fucking it up with balance changes. I'm sad. I'm leaving. That was the reasoning essentially. She just couldn't handle it anymore. It was a lot to manage. She still is in the server, I think. She just isn't active anymore. Might have been a he. I don't remember. I never spoke to them. It was something similar to that, yeah. Um, so some perks just got moved around. So heal faster with compost wraps just makes them heal more fast, which is nice. This is when we start getting into crazy shit. Crops planted by wormwood will not get stressed from weeds or debris. So meaning you can farm weeds and normal plants side by side and still grow mega crops with no consequences. It's awesome. It's so cool. Meaning you can have. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I don't know if you guys know this ball knowledge, but weeds grow during winter. I don't know if you knew this, but weeds grow during winter. It's weird, but they do. Ipecac serum is exactly the same, except it costs compost now. It might not have. It probably did before. I don't remember. Probably did. Mega weed. That'd be crazy. Like if a weed lasts a year in game, it becomes a mega weed. That'd be awesome. That'd be very funny. All right, are you ready for it to get even crazier? You no longer need to tend to wild crops. So meaning, let's say you do like, the thing that he's good at, so basically, planting the seeds directly into the ground and not making a farm for it. Um they no longer need to be spoken to. You can literally just let them grow on their own and they'll just be fine. It's busted. It's awesome. It's great. Because what this means, like if you're wondering what the design process is with this, like what's the benefit to doing this, right? Is you can have your main garden, right, where you're growing mega crops, like actually. Oh, his downside is so they've brought back the Hamlet downside where he takes double damage from fire. He now loses more sanity when digging up crops and does not get sanity or health benefits from food. So yeah, Wormwood's downsides are pretty severe still. They're pretty bad. He's still got some bad things. Like he not being able to heal through food is really bad. It's not good. Like yeah, of course you could sleep, but ultimately sometimes you're short on food. Sometimes harvests don't go well. Sometimes you screw it up. Sometimes you just don't have any meat. So yeah. When they launched the beta, they made it so that fire did max health damage to him, but luckily they immediately reverted it because that was way too fucking much. That was horrible. I played with it. Oh my god, was it bad. Oh my god. You would lose, like, every tick of fire damage would make you lose, like, 3 maximum health. Oh my god, that was, oh. You had to be there. You had to be there. It was heinous. Alright. Who's ready for the final perk? Over here, at the end of the skill tree. Who's ready? It's really good. Oh my god, is it good. Wild crops can never rot. Your crops cannot rot. Ever. If they are wild. Meaning that if you till the dirt, it will not apply. But if they are wild, you can leave them forever. So, let's say, you know how we mentioned food earlier during winter, right? It's a struggle. If you make mega crops, yeah, not even wintertime, not even wintertime, straight up. So, meaning you can make mega crops. Also, not often. I'm saying, like, I tried out, like, setting myself on fire and it was bad. That's all. Yeah, they still do. But not all the time. So how it works, the description isn't great. I don't know who wrote it, but essentially, if you sleep in a tent and you are missing 25% of your max health, you get it back. If you are missing 25% and above, so meaning like 24, 23, 22, it will always heal max health. If you have 26% max health missing, it will not heal your max health. That's how it works. So meaning if it's a small nick of max health, you'll be fine. Otherwise, you're cooked. So meaning if you catch it early, right? Oh, by the way, regarding max health, um, so if you are starving or if you are cold, you will now lose max health. It's bad. It doesn't kick in immediately. Like for the first 5 seconds of starving, you don't lose max health. After that, it immediately starts doing max health per tick. As for freezing, it's essentially like hypothermia. Same with overheating, by the way. If you overheat or freeze, you will lose max health very quickly. It's bad. And that applies to everyone, by the way. Like, no one's exempt. No character is immune. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're starving, of course that would do damage to you. And with hypothermia, yeah, I mean, have you seen survivors of hypothermia? It's essentially like the um oh, that'd be interesting. Green. Woody is bad still, but not because they nerfed him or anything. He's just bad because he's a bad character. Don't at me. All right, Woody doesn't have a downside. I don't want to hear it. Woody's downside is boring and bad because if you use a skill tree, the downside doesn't matter. So, and they still haven't found a way to fix it. So, what they've debated basically doing two versions where one they revert it back to the original game and just add more features to it, or trying to fix the skill tree and his base downsides to actually be fun. His buffs are decent. It's just that he doesn't have enough to make him. He's just not interesting. That's I think the best way to put it. He's not good or bad. He's just not interesting anymore. You know what I mean? He's just eh. Anyway, yeah, they've not found a way to fix Woody yet. They've done polls in the community server. Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like after, like he's stagnant. You know what I mean, right? Like after the first month, so like during winter, you essentially never progress his thing ever again. Like you never get anything new. You never like upgrade his forms. You never get new things to play with. It's just that's it. All right, moving on to the blooming. Yeah, he peaked in high school. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the blooming thing. You move 5% faster while above 90% health when you are full bloom. This one upgrades it so that it is above 80% health now, so meaning you just get a nice 5% speed boost during blooming. Wetness and overheating protection while in full bloom. Continue naturally blooming into summer, which is nice. It makes it just a little bit stronger. And Wormwood is reaches he fertilizes better, so like it's quicker and stronger, and also blooms quicker, which is nice. These are much minor perks. You don't need these ones, but like if you need a few extra points to put into things, um, these are nice. You know, this one's really cool. It's a lower skill perk, so it's not a big deal. But without a bramble husk, you can pick anything that hurts you if you touch it. And the reason this is so important is more ball knowledge I'm giving to you all. You know how like certain things dehydrate and stuff like that during summer, or it won't regrow during winter? Certain things are actually exempt from this. Spiky trees, if the stumps remain, will grow during winter. Spiky bushes will always regrow and will never dehydrate during winter or during summer, and they can be moved. So meaning if you are Wormwood and you visit your local desert and or swamp and get those items and bring them back to base, yeah, spiky trees are actually useful. And if you bring them back to base, you can just never worry about fertilizing them ever again. Ever. Also, that's mean, Kayla. That's mean. Okay, so you kind of can replant spiky trees. It's more of a glitch though. They want to add like so I think what the devs said is they wanted to do one of two ways. One way was making it so that there's a rare chance for um what is it? They wanted to make it so that the tentacles had a rare chance to spawn trees. And then the other one they were thinking of was that there's a rare chance during the like a season that they would drop seeds. As of right now you have to do bullshit. But yeah, it's really cool. Very interesting change. This one I think is base game. Just bramble traps spread thorns over a large area. Reset nearby bramble traps when fully bloomed. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, Kayla likes me. Ooh, he prefers me over Lime Lichen. Ooh, oh my God. Whoa. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it is I'm in PST if you didn't know that, so I'm not probably in the same time zone a lot of you are in. It is 12:50 p.m. for me right now. In about 50 minutes to an hour, I'm going to be leaving. So the halftime show is almost up. Sorry. All right, new change. This one's cool. Mushrooms you plant, so specifically wormwood, grow faster and produce higher yields. So, oh yeah, and mind that last part. Mind that last part. We'll look at that in a little bit. But you know how I mentioned earlier how planting spores will produce 8 mushrooms? Wormwood, if you fully grow a crop of mushrooms with a spore, can produce 10 mushrooms per harvest. 10 mushrooms per harvest. It is, oh my God. Oh, oh, peak. It's cinema. It's cinema. And then also he can put mushroom trees everywhere. So that's neat. I don't know why you would, but you can. He can make mushroom trees now. I don't know how it works. I've not tested it. But it does. It's cool. Yeah, right? 10 per harvest. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, like it's oh my God, it's cinema. It's cinema. And couple that with the fact that you can actually use compost to, fuel the mushroom planter, you could basically have mushrooms year round. So that basically their answer to making it so that growing food all year round has been nerfed with, removing stone fruits and kelp. They've essentially made it so that you actually have to be knowledgeable in mushrooms to have food during winter if you can't eat meat. So for wort, basically. You just have to have ball knowledge, you have to know. You have to be in the know, bro. Yeah, straight up shrooming it, bro. I'm straight up shrooming it. I am touching my mushroom head. Slash serious. Doom shrooming it. Okay, unironically, I okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but I mentioned that there's three new mushroom types down below in the caves. One of them is inspired by the Doom Shroom from Plants vs Zombie. They're called Boom Shrooms. They blow up. They're terrifying. Don't touch them. Please do not touch them ever. What else? Oh yeah, I forgot more tree stuff. Okay, proof I'm a visual learner. Thank you, Green, in the chat for the GIF. I appreciate it. I will send you one in return. Hold on, I have one that's even better. Hold on. There we go. There you go, Green. All right, so next one up, Bramble Husk Specialist is also pretty good now. I think they've made the AoE a little bit larger, so maybe he's a little bit better for crowds now, so that's nice. And then I think this is also one. This is crazy. If you, so it this one does not apply if you are what is it? If you are hitting in a row. So like let's say you hit something 6 times in a row, it will not trigger again. But if you intentionally let yourself get hit, you will keep on blowing up with, spikes. So like genuinely, if you have a lot of healing items and like a lot of fertilizer, you can get a lot of bramble husks, let yourself get hit, and blow everything up. Martyrdom. It's awesome. Now, there is one more change that is bonkers, and I think everyone in chat's gonna love this one. So, they have changed the nightmare alignment perks. To my knowledge, this one's the same, although maybe it's not. Um, it does cause some enemies to freeze when you attack, like when you get attacked. But to my knowledge, it's the same otherwise. Maybe that was a base game feature. I don't know. I've never used the alignment perks. I'm not that good. I'm not that cool. But I know that this one wasn't in the game. Vines appear when using bright shade armor or glass weaponry. I don't know what this means. I'm scared. I'm assuming this means that like you make vines in the ground that hurt things. But I'm not sure. Hello, new viewer. I'm not Lime. I'm one of his friends, and currently Lime left to do something, so I'm just kind of taking over and hanging out with chat right now. And I'm explaining uncomp to these fine gentlemen because it's funny. Oh, okay, Bright Shade Veins. That's cool. So yeah, I'm the replacement host. I am Bones. Hello. I'm the replacement for right now. Hopefully, Lime will come back in this year. We got a lot about like 45 minutes left on the halftime show till I have to go do other stuff. Thank you for the W stream. I've debated streaming. I just the only thing I'm worried about, and again, this is like very wishful thinking, but like I don't know my digital footprint pretty well, and I would want to like erase it as much as I can before I start like streaming at all, just because I value my privacy, you know. So I'd probably have to like hire somebody and scrub stuff off of the internet before I ever start. But I might. I've debated it. I do have a YouTube channel. I've posted a few things from when I was younger on it. Yeah. No, I know new email and new account, but the thing is that the internet is a lot more complicated than that. I'm sure everyone here knows that. That like even if you make new things, there's other stuff. What is Sand's Undertale cooking? What is Sand Undertale talking about? What is bro yapping about? He's kind of cooking. But yeah, if anyone here plays Don't Starve and you think it's too easy, and you want new things to be added to the game that make it more unique, play Uncomp. Play the beta. Play Uncomp. It's great. It's the best mod right now. Another thing that I really appreciate with the mod is that a lot of mods for Don't Starve in general really stray away from the themes of it. The insanity, the ragtime themes, the art style. Uncomp is one of the only mods I really know of that stays as true to the balancing and art style to Don't Starve as it possibly can. And that's my main gripe when it comes to mods for the game. Is that like, yeah, I appreciate people making things that they're passionate about, right? But like, do we need another anime character? Do we need another VTuber character for Don't Starve? No, we don't. Please, no more. No, no more, please. Like, come on. Like, someone, please, make a character. Make a character that actually starts with a W in their name. Make a character that, like, actually fits the, yeah, like, actually do it. Please, someone. I've been developing, like, two for, like, a year. I'm gonna do it. Someone else, please do it. Please. I beg of you. Please. If I run out of things with Uncom to talk about, I'll talk about my character prototypes. Keep in mind they're very much on paper. What are you talking about, Green? What is Boomberry Bombo? I don't know what you're. Is it a food item? What is that? In summer items? Hold on here. Let's okay, honestly, they're probably not gonna come back for a while, so I'm gonna start a new server. Um and then actually wait, I'm not the one. Okay, this is okay. I'm trying to think of how to do this because I'm not the one streaming, so I can't show you guys. Okay, how about this? Um I'm going to switch from I'm trying to think what to do here. Okay. Trying to think of what we could do. So I don't know if everyone in the chat right now is in the Discord server. We could switch there, and then I could just yap there instead. What do we think? Just wait for Lime to come back, yap in the server instead. Sound good? No, I'm not Lime's replacement. I'm not. I'm just a good friend that's really passionate about things. In other words, I'm autistic. I'm not stealing the audience. I'm just talking to people, just sharing my love with an audience of people. All right. I don't know if everyone here is in the Discord server. Yeah, I'll just be there. So I'll be on the stream still, but not gonna be in the call, so you can't hear me. That's mean, Green.
Hello?
Make with them. Okay, this is blueberry pie,
I'm
blueberry
back.
pancakes,
Hello.
lemon.
I'm back.
No way. Hi.
These
Hi,
goobers
back.
call you audience.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
someone wants me to show
back.
the new desert. All right, boys, we're going to a field trip. We're going to the new desert together.
Are we playing the game?
Also, get out of the crock pot. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get
Oh.
out of it!
Bones' world.
Okay. Oh, we're just testing stuff right now. I'm demonstrating how to I'm uncomping it.
Ooh,
I'm
you're
uncomping
uncomping
it
it.
right
I
now.
want
We're-
to see. I'm gonna
we're-
restart the stream. I'm gonna make a new one because I was gone for
Okay.
like an hour.
There.